So now we're going to start making the closed peony. We have the center bud that's made and ready. I have here the smallest sized petals out of the same cutter set that was used for the open peony. This is the smallest size. 5 of them are already prepared and kept. I have one petal. So with the 4 sizes, as I'm going to build the layers, we're not going to wire them because it is a closed peony. I'm going to start building the layers around on top of this bud. And so for like say 4 layers, they're not going to be wired. After which we are going to add wired petals at the end to just give some movement and then make it look like a big flower. So the smallest size will have 6 layers to go on the top of this styro bud, and then again the smallest one, another 6 layers for the second layer, and the second sized cutter will have 6 layers of petals to go around, and then the second same size will have another 6 layers to go around. So all these like 4 layers, which is just the first and the second size of the cutter, 6 and 6 of the first size, and then 6 and 6 of the second sized cutter will make 4 layers around on this bud, and that will be the center part that we need to build. After which we will have the wired petals prepared like the open peony, and that will be taped around to just have a finished closed peonies look. So I'm just going to show how we are going to get this one ready. So we just need to vein the petal. Just massage it nicely. And then put the petal on the foam pad. And here doesn't matter, we don't have any sausage because that's not wired. And then use a ball tool, half of the ball tool on the foam pad and half on the edge of the petal. Okay, so now as you have to make 6 petals to start with on the first layer, you can just make each of them and then just place it on the apple carton, just in case it is going to take some time to finish. Then you don't want the petals to be lying down flat. It is just better to have like a cup shape like that. As we're going to start attaching onto the bud, then it will come in handy and be helpful. Now I'm just going to keep some glue. I'm going to add the glue on the bottom. Top also we will be needing, but we'll just add that as we attach the petals on the bud. So just add the glue on the bottom. I'm just going to take one by one. So the first will be, so the goal is to cover the top. Okay. So it will cross halfway on the top, and obviously there you just need to have the glue here. The second petal will be from the opposite side, and then again cover the top. The bottom there is glue, it will stick, and then on the top just add glue there and then stick again. Then the third one will come from the right other side, but again you need to focus on the top, will be on the top of the petal, will cover the top half. I mean, don't worry about the bottom, they'll all get covered. And here again just need to open. For the goal is to cover the styro bud completely. Add some glue, and again right opposite, we make sure these two just touch each other. And just open up a bit. We have 2 more, and that can again go crossed here. And right opposite. So this this is the 5th and the 6th can just be without touching each other because we're just trying to form the center. So the 1, 2, 3 and 4 will just completely cover. We want the styro bud to be fully closed. And then the 5 and the 6 is just not meeting each other on the top. That have enough glue. And see if you have to add some glue here on the sides and then on the bottom as well. Okay, so the first layer is done. I'll get back with 6 petals of the same size, and then I will have 12 petals of the second sized cutter, and I'm just going to start building the layers, and that will form our center bud for the closed peony. So we just have this center made, and then I have these 6 petals of the first size, and then I have the second size, 12 of them, all ruffled, and then they're just drying up on the apple carton. So now for the smaller 6, I'm just going to add the glue. I'm just going to start building. So now the height of this, I'm going to retain the same height as the first one, and then all the 6 I'm just going to keep overlapping, and then I'm going to end with the 6th petal overlapping on top of the first one. So my spacing should be according. I have 3 done, 4th, and the 5th one is here, and then the 6th one is going to be on the 5th and the 1st. Now with good amount of glue it will stick, but if you haven't added enough, I didn't add like a lot, don't want to make it like extremely sticky. So I'm just going to see at the bottom, just see if wherever it's not stuck well, it could just stick. I'm going to look, this looks fine. So now I'm just going to get the next set of petals. I'm going to add the glue. I'm going to start picking up. And this, I'm just going to keep the height a little bit taller, not much. So obviously the bottom will just come and cover and then seal the base. but maintain this height throughout. So again we will be having 6 petals, and that's a bigger size, so we could just overlap it a bit more closely. I'm just going to add one more, and because they are the same size, so once I have all the 6 done, I will continue to go around and not bother about where I have placed the first petal of that layer or sorts. So I'll just keep going. So how is it on the underside as I stick? So it goes like this. And sometimes if you're just not able to hold it with the petals falling down, then you could also start sticking from the underside. Make sure the height is all the same. So now we just need to have this hanging upside down for it to just take some shape. Okay, but then that's how it's going to look. And that will be the center. And now beyond this we will be needing some wired petals. I'll get back to the white petals and also show you how I'm going to hang this upside down to allow this to dry and take the shape. So I just have this one DIY drying rack for putting the flowers upside down, because if you see, the petals are kind of just drooping down until the glue is there, and then it completely dries. We just wanted to take the shape. So this is nothing but your regular cooling rack, and then those are like anything tall and then even height will just be fine, like a 2 cling wrap, the bigger ones, or like 2 of your pulses boxes from your kitchen. So anything should be fine, but both of them should be of the same height. And then I'm just going to bend this, just make a hook like that, and it could be in the corner also. If there is like a pretty much a good balance, you can just hang it out there. Okay, and then allow it to rest for about 4 hours or so. I'll get back with the wired petals and we could finish making the closed peony.